Mothertrucker. What's up, nail crew? It's Nicole, your fellow nail obsessed DIYer. I am mother forking excited because I found a HEMA-free foil gel that we are going to test out today. And the color I'm using is called Mothertrucker. It's from OG Dip Powder, part of the Good Place collection. That's going to be the base for my foil mani and testing out these HEMA-free foil gels. I absolutely love foils, and I haven't used them in a long time because if you've seen any of my other videos, you've heard me say that I am trying really hard not to use any more gels with HEMA. So it has been my mission to find a really good HEMA-free foil gel and a HEMA-free blooming gel. So on my first quest, I am testing out the HEMA-free foil gel, and we are going to see, does it work as well as foil gels with HEMA in them? It's probably been close to a year since I've used foil gels on my nails, since I've stopped using HEMA, and it's been really sad because I have so many foils to use and all these beautiful designs, ideas I want to do, but I just can't justify using HEMA on my nails anymore. The foils that I'm going to use have this really cool marble designs, and they're ones that I got off Temu. So I was really excited to try some of my stuff that I've got from there, some of my nail products. And I wanted to do a really pretty light base for the background because these foils look like this super cool marble. So I wanted the base to be really simple of my nails. This dip is a gorgeous golden yellow shimmer that almost has a chrome type sheen to it, and it applies really nicely, and it also glows. Mothertrucker glows like a mother, you know what. I've used that joke so many times while wearing this mani. People are probably getting tired of it, but I'm not. I love corny jokes. Since I have builder gel on as my base of my nails, I do 2 dips of my dip powder and then I top with clear. I do this pretty consistently through all my manis as long as I have builder gel on as my base, which I've been doing for about 2.5 years now. I absolutely love it. I did take a little break and try full covers, but I am back to builder gel because I can't get away from builder gel. I love it way too much. You might notice on this mani that the back of my nails towards my cuticles looks like it dips down a little far. I'm going to be honest. I was being super lazy and didn't want to fill my builder gel. I needed a little bit of a fill. My nails had grown out, but I was tired. It was late at night and my last dip mani had popped off really nicely. So I didn't need to fix the top coat at all. And I thought, you know what? I'll just squeeze in one more mani before I go and I fill my builder gel. So the back of my nails looks a little bit dipped in. It's because they need filled. I like to keep it real here. I'm not going to pretend like I do my nails perfectly all the time. I don't think I ever do my nails perfectly. You can see me in a lot of videos. I drop stuff. I knock powders over. I knock liquids over. The other night when I was trying to do my nails, I knocked over my primer and my dehydrator. I'm really messy. I love using clear dip powder over every single dip mani that I do when I'm using dip liquids. It just really helps to seal in the color when I'm filing and I'm shaping. And you have this gorgeous shimmer that laid really flat, but I like to still use the clear dip powder over it because when I go to file and shape, I don't want any of this gorgeous shimmer to get messed up, or my solid colors or my glitters. That's why I always go with a layer of clear as my final dip. Make sure in between all of your layers of dip that you brush off all the excess powder. That's going to keep your dip layers nice and thin and your nails overall thin. Applying your liquids thinly too is a huge help. And if you apply them too thick, you're going to end up with really thick nails. That's something that I didn't realize when I first started dipping my nails. It's better to do more layers of thin liquids and thin powder than less layers of thick liquids with a thick amount of powder over it. Your nails are going to last a lot longer. You'll be much less likely to get less cracking, chipping, and everything like that if you keep your layers thin and do more layers. And if you're somebody who likes to dip directly on your natural nails, doing a layer of clear as your base will really help you get the best possible adhesion. And if you don't want to do a layer of clear, you can also just do a layer of dip base, a thin layer of dip base, and let that fully dry before going in with your colors. Some people get better adhesion when they do the clear directly on their nails or a layer of dip base rather than just the straight like pigments or glitters. They just get that better adhesion with clear. I like to make sure that I cap my edges with the dip liquid so that when I pour the clear over, that my clear powder can get all around the edges too. This way when I file and shape, it's totally protected from all the different angles. After you're done applying your clear dip powder, make sure you take a stiff nail brush and really brush that excess clear off well. For some clear dip powders, it's not as clear as others. The one I'm using is crystal clear, but if you're using one that's not crystal clear, really make sure you brush it off well with a stiff nail brush. Then you can activate, and once your nails harden, you can file and shape and buff. I decided to do all that off camera because I was too excited to jump right into using the nail foils. If you want to keep learning about more HEMA-free gels, make sure you're subscribed because I'm going to be trying as many as I possibly can. We're jumping right in with the transfer foils, and I found Sundara's HEMA-free transfer foil gel. I found it a couple months ago and I just haven't had a chance to try it yet, but I was so excited. It's been a while since I've used transfer foil. I do know how to use it normally, and I went with the same method just to see if that would work. I cured the transfer foil for 60 seconds and then let it cool for about 30 seconds. That is the key to getting transfer foil gel to work. You want to make sure it's cool before you try to press any kind of foils in it. Another trick to using transfer foils is you want to wipe off the back of it. That's going to be the part that lays against your nail. Wipe it on some kind of lint-free wipe or clean paper towel to make sure there's no dust on it, so you get a really clean transfer. Then you can take some kind of little silicone nail art tool and press it down your nail to get all the wrinkles out. And oh my gosh, look at that transfer. It transferred so beautifully. At this point, I was trying to keep my hands really calm, but I'm basically yelling sitting at my nail area because I was so excited that the transfer foil gel worked. I tried other HEMA-free transfer gels and they literally didn't pick up practically anything. So when this one worked so nicely, I was super excited because I have an entire binder full of transfer foil sitting there telling me use me, and I don't use them. I wanted to do really abstract patterns for this because I wanted it to look like a funky marble pattern on my nails. This is how they're turning out, and I am obsessed. These transfer foils from Temu were super cheap. I want to say they were $2 to $3, and they worked beautifully. Plus, using this great HEMA-free foil gel, I am so excited to keep using more of my foils. Once I finished applying all the foil to the spots that I wanted, I added a layer of gel base over my entire nail, making sure I cap my edges. And I always do that when I'm using foil gels. It's helped me to seal in the foils. I have seen people not use it, and when I tried not using it at first, my foils peeled right off. So now anytime I use foils, I make sure that I do a layer of gel base, fully cure that before I go in with a layer of gel top and fully cure that. Anytime you're using gels to do nail art or just using gels in general, you want to make sure you have a layer of gel base under your gel top and that it's fully cured and your edges are capped. That's going to make your manis last as long as possible. And after we spent all this time doing our nails and working on all of our designs, we definitely don't want our gel top coat to peel off. I've seen a lot of posts on that recently in Facebook, people saying their gel top coat is peeling off. So make sure you use that gel base. If you want to keep learning all about DIY nails, make sure you're subscribed and we'll keep learning together. Thanks so much for joining me today, Nail Crew.